How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the channel. I'm Alexis Lopez TCG. Today we're going to be jumping into a big one. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Hobbit Collector Booster Box. The big question on everybody's mind is it worth it to pick one up and open it up? A lot of people are holding it, hoping to sell it for later and more money. So we already see the prices on these boxes being insane. $800, $900 for pre-sale. We don't know. It's release weekend, so the price might drop a little bit, but I don't expect them to go below that price on the third-party markets. Of course, how do we get this? MSRP. Lucky enough to be able to pre-order one from our LGS at MSRP. We picked it up. We're going to open it up, see what we get inside. We're obviously hoping for some good value, some great playables. It's a smaller set, so it's not a lot of cards we're putting into our standard decks. By the way, standard season just started. We have some crazy bans and all that, so stay tuned. I'm doing some live streaming with some new standard actual decks that I'm going into the season with. Obviously, we're looking at hoping Golgari works. We're looking at Izzet decks. We're still seeing if they can work. Mardu discard is my main choice at the moment, but we don't see a lot of cards just yet being play tested into the standard decks. Obviously, the release week here, we're going to see how more and more cards from the Hobbit might be going to standard decks, and we'll see what's anything good of it. So, the goal for today: see if it's actually worth it to pick this up. And again, I got this at MSRP, so not the resale price that you're seeing online. Do we pull anything good? Do we pull anything crazy? And of course, see if we got any great playables that we can add to our actual decks, whether it be in a constructed formats or commander. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification. And of course, as always, if you're looking for a great place to buy single to seal product like the Hobbit TCG, go ahead and check out our partner store. We're at Warden Games. They have great selection of singles and sealed products for you. They also just launched a great new website for the MTG product. Of course, if you want to check out the other product in the store, go ahead and check it out. They also have new ways to learn the games and go ahead and jump into other TCGs as well. Now, if you want to buy from them directly online, either the online marketplace or you can check out their Mana Pool link down below, directed right to their store. I also have an affiliate link if you want to use that. It does help out the channel grow by getting a small cut from your purchases onto us. Of course, without further ado, let's see what we get in this box. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Hobbit. Here we are. Please subscribe. I don't make any money off this YouTube channel yet, so if this box is a stinker, I need to get there where I can get some monetization from this YouTube channel. So please hit the subscribe button immediately. All right. We have 12 collector packs in here and a box topper. So we're hoping we get something amazing out of the box topper as well. We're going to be leaving, of course, the box topper towards the end to see what else we can supplement our box with. But we're hoping we get some crazy hits. Obviously, the crazy chase for this set is the gold smog, which people have been going crazy over. There's bounties on different cards. Obviously, it's not as much now as more have been opened, but search foil cards are in here as well. Different people are picking up the Dwarven cards as well, like Dwarven lettering instead of like the Phyrexian lettering. So those are like the big chase hits. I don't know the values off the top of my head. I mean, I just know what cards look cool, and I'm going to talk about the art in that way. But you'll be able to see in the edit, of course, what the prices were on release week for these cards. Again, the prices will be dropping as the release week just started, so we can see more and more on the market. But without further ado, let's go to pack number 1. And I hope we get some cool stuff to make our money back for this box. It's a lot of fun to open up these packs, I'm not going to lie. The only reason I picked it up was because I was able to get MSRP. But I can tell you right off the bat, buy singles, ladies and gentlemen. Buy singles. It's the way to be. It's the way to go. But we start off with Adder Cop, Duskwatch Hunter, Rage into the Valley, Iron Hill Stalwart. By the way, we also see Arena already has these on there. I've been having a lot of fun with the sealed and actual draft. Golgari and so far Rakdos, really, really good cards there. Lake Town, Bombard, Gentle Dreamer. Yeah, I did go undefeated on my pre-release with dwarves, so we have a dwarf board here in Boros. That's the deck I went with. But goblins and dwarves are like the synergies that are really, really alive in the new sealed and draft environments. We have Thorin, Oakenshield, Dwarf Noble. Again, we're going to talk about this a lot, but the art in this set is really fun, really, really good. Sound of Trumpets. Counter target spell. That spell's mana value was 2 or less. Recruit. Ooh, it's actually interesting. On top of that, we have a lot of recruit. Badgermole Cub is gone, so people obviously wouldn't be using this for Badgermole Cub, but you know, we have other cards on there. So we're going to go through the cards as we can. Obviously, it's the first time we really go through this set in the collector pack. So great, ugly looking goblin. Dude, what a beautiful showcase. Actually, art I like this in the foil. Really, really nice. Again, I talked about it before. We have goblins, amassed goblins there. We have the nice, beautiful mountains. All right, first rare in the pack is Bejeweled War coming through with winter green. It's a wolf trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, choose one. Put a +1/+1 counter on target wolf you control and create a search token. There is a lot of synergy with the beast in green as well within the sealed and draft environment. So you see that. This is a great card to add there. Oh, nice. Gleaming Splendor coming through in the foil mythic. Great mythic off the bat. Of course, a lot of people are looking for the book cover version of this. 1 and a white enchantment. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you create a treasure token. Really, really good to go up against those decks that obviously draw a lot. And in Commander, you're going to have a lot of people playing and drawing a lot of cards. So really, really good for our first mythic in the box. Really nice. Hey, we get the Bejeweled War extended art as well. Of course, we already saw that in the regular art. Nice. We got our first book cover coming through in the mythic Bard King of Dale. So this one is not in foil, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of how these book arts look. Bard King of Dale. It's a little bit difficult to see how on some of these, by the way, the cost of the card and what how to play it, but it's a 4 white and a blue. Reach Vigilance. If you would draw a card, except the first one you draw in each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Very, very nice. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. Very, very nice. I understand why they made this. Like, obviously, like, no color stand out in the actual cost. I would have been a big fan of seeing the color in that. I think it would have played into what the Magic the Gathering card style is. Again, I understand why they did it for the book style based on what they wanted to fill in there and kind of keep the same color and texture, like the same color and font. But I think if they would have made the color like actually there in the cost, I think it would have been great. But second mythic of the pack, not bad. Oh, third mythic of the pack coming here, and Bjorn the Fierce coming in the showcase. Surge foil, by the way, I'm hoping you guys can see. There you go. Some of the surge foil coming through. So that's a great first pack, obviously, for us. Again, I don't know what the values are, but just great playables already. We have, honestly, 2 great commander cards, and of course, we have the Gleamer going into standard. So 3 green, legend creature, Bear, Shapeshifter, Warrior, Trample. Other bears you control get +2/+2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a trample counter on up to 1 target creature you control. It becomes a bear, in addition to its other types. Then if you control 3 or more bears, draw 2 cards. We've seen a lot of cards so far that help us draw. And then we got some foil tokens. Honestly, great start to the first pack. 3 mythics is not a bad pack at all. All right, pack number 2. But we did get 2 of the same rare, so, there's a little bit give and take there. Let's see what we get. Surge foil, book cover, and a great mythic foil. Let's go. Guardian of the Halls. I love this card in limited, by the way. Mirkwood Meditator. So also Elves is like another part of it, like Landfall and Elves is like part of it, but you kind of have to look for that synergy. It's not really prevalent as much. Front Porch Sentries. Patient Instructor. Thorin's Last Stand. The Chief Ward Golgari, legendary creature. Key to the Side Door. Great card as well, unlimited. It costs 1, and you can pay 2 and tap it to make sure a card you attack with is not blockable, which is a great way to end the game. Old Fat Spider. 4 green. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability and opponent controls, draw a card. I like great ways to draw cards in this set. We got, Surge Foil Glowing the Mighty coming through. 3 in red. Legendary creature, Dwarf Warrior. I guess I'll put this on the side because it's a Surge Foil. But there you go, Surge Foil and uncommon. And then we get the foil planes. We start off with our first rare of the pack with the Riddles in the dark, 2 in the blue. Instant. Look at the top 4 cards of your library and separate them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. An opponent chooses one of the piles, put that pile into your hand and the other into the graveyard. That's pretty good for actual discard decks, actually, I think. The Misty Mountain, cold and foil. Create a treasure token, then if you control 4 or more treasures, sacrifice the saga. If you do, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. Again, this gives you 4 saga turns, so you're able to kind of, without, if you don't actually use those treasure tokens, be able to make those treasure tokens and have the ability to create that dragon at the end of this. Really, really nice. Woo! Nice book cover. Again, this is not foil, but it's another great rare in Smog Wicked Worm JR token book covers. Again, they're really, really nice. I like how they look. Flying. When Smog enters, create X tap treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts your opponent controls. Whenever you cast a spell, if mana from a treasure is spent to cast it, you draw a card and lose a life. Again, great ways to continue to actually get some actual draw effects on this one. Such a great rare. We get Azog Moria's Run in the showcase. And then we ended up with Stone Giant of High Pass Extended Art. This is a great card for me in the actual pre-release. This is the extended art version in foil. Very nice. Okay, so chill second pack compared to the first pack. Very nice. We get some book covers in rare. We get a search foil in uncommon. We'll definitely take that. We're collecting the tokens to the side to make sure we have them available as needed for our decks. We're a big fan of doing that, so we're making sure we have them available for us. All right, on to pack number 3. Ooh, again, a reminder, art cards are only available within the actual collector packs nowadays. So we'll see that's a gold signature art card there as well. Ordinary Bear, look at that. We get more bears for the decks. Great Fierce Bee. Vow to Erebor. We get the Hobbit Hole. We need more of those lands to crack that Hobbit Hole. Range into the Valley. This, I believe, is from the Scene art cards as well. Beaufort, Reliable Guardian, Beaufort East. Never mind. Eagles Rescue. Ooh, I like that art. It's really nice. The Eagles coming through for the save. Very cool. Misty Mountains Raider, the Goblin Soldier coming through. Again, you amass whenever you attack. Amass Goblins 2. We get Beaufort. Again, Beaufort these what? Reliable Guardian, 1 white. Legendary creature Dwarf Scout. You can cast it for 1 and a white for the adventure instant. Its target artifact you control gains hexproof and indestructible until turn. Pay 1 to cast Beaufort, and you get life 1/1 lifelink creature. Very nice. Actually, the art is really cool on that one too. The foiling is like subtle but nice. I like that. All right, we got our Swamp, and then our first rare for the pack is Head of the Hunt. 2 black wolf flash. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Really good card to kind of flash in there when you're attacking and they're going to block with stuff to chump block, or when you're going to be destroying stuff in order to bring more woods out into effect. Really nice. Really fun and limited as well. We get Rovanian Rampager in foil rare. 2 in a black creature wolf. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a number of +1/+1 counters on this creature equal to the power equal to this on this creature equal to the sacrificed creature's power. When this creature dies, amass Goblins X, where X is the creature's power. Very nice. Very good for sacrifice decks. So we'll see if it replaces the Sephiroth that people have been using. I think Sephiroth is a little bit better because of the draw effect. We have Dwolin, Weapon Master. Did well for me at the pre-release as well. This is the extended art rare. Nice. Another Mythic in Bjorn the Fierce, this time not in foil. So we get a nice playable looking showcase there as well. Bjorn the Fierce. Nice. Showcase Oven Passage Land. Very beautiful card, honestly. During the pre-release, somebody actually liked my Oven Passage that I opened up in foil from like the would have been the promo card. So I actually ended up giving it to them. So we get rewarded here with the beautiful showcase foil Oven Passage. Very nice. I'll take that. And then we get the art card here, which is Struggle of the Howling Steel. Beautiful art card, not with the gold signature though. But we'll put that to the side. Again, art cards are now only available in collector packs. So just so you all know, some of the gold signature or like the signature art cards do have some value if people collect them as well. So don't just throw them away if you have any of those new art cards with signatures on them. Confiscate and Bebother. Jesus Christ, that was hard to read. Stir of Trouble. I like this goblin. Ragged Short Spear. See, okay. What I see from this image, by the way, and I don't see it on the equipment, is I wish it had reach. it feels like you can throw the spear and then like pull it back or something based on all the strength. Like I get that. I feel like this should give an actual creature a reach. Little Bear. Magnificent End. 4 and a white. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a type creature. Magnificent End deals 5 damage to target creature. Okay, good removal in white. Stone by Sunlight. 1 and a white instant. Choose one. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Or until end of turn, target creature becomes an artifact in addition to its other types and gains indestructible. Ooh, very nice. Down to Goblin Town. Again, the art on the sagas on the side have always been fantastic. Like, I don't know who gave that art direction and when they started, but so far, like whenever I see the saga and I see the art on the side, like in that pencil sketch, it's really, really nice. We get Large Bear coming through. We're getting up again. It's a lot of bears. We have Gandalf Spark Starter coming through. This is one of the scene art cards, I believe, as well. All right, we get Mountain. So first rare is Most Decrepit Old Bird in foil coming through. You can pay 1 in a blue, mill 4 cards, and then put an instant or sorcery card from among them into your hand. You can pay 1 and play this creature. It has flying. This creature gets +1/+1 as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. So very, very good. Uncover the Moon Letters. 3 in a blue enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw X cards, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. If you do, discard 2 cards. Okay, so based on what I'm seeing just in the collector packs for this set is gonna have a lot of draw effects, or this set has a lot of draw effects. Not gonna have this set has a lot of draw effects. So we are gonna see some cards actually go into the actual constructed decks because of the fact that they have a draw effect, and that's going to make them really playable. And I'm definitely seeing a lot of them slip in, even if it's like a maybe sideboard or a couple one-ofs. It's going to be really good to have just for that extra draw effect. Oh, Long Lost Lances. I believe this is from, I don't know what the sword is, like I don't know if that's just like Eternal Eagle or from Commander side, but Long Lost Lances. You pay 2. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. During your turn, creatures you control that are equipped and have fresh strike and vigilance. Very nice. Really good looking art as well. Actually, this is one of those cards that I think would look even better in foil. Really, really cool. We get the Dane's Company. This is, I believe, from the scene art, borderless scene art as well. Boros creature Dwarf Warrior in red borderless. Very nice. Oh, there we go. We get the foil Glam Ring Foe Hammer. It costs 2. Legendary artifact equipment. Wow, you can't really see the actual fact that it's split in half for the adventure side based on how the art is there. But the sorcery adventure side is Gleam of Death, 3 in a blue. Mill 6 cards and pull all instants and sorcery cards from among them into your hand. And you can pay the 2. Cast this. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is equipped creature's power. Very nice. I had no idea that there was like an adventure side to that one. And then we get another art card here coming through. This one is the Gaffer from Chuck, and coming through in the art card. Okay. Very nice. Now we're trying to hope we get some more mythics. We got a lot of good rares. We started off with more mythics in our pack than we did rares, and now we're hoping we get some more mythic hits here. While we're watching, while you guys are watching this video, please comment down below what your biggest hit has been if you're picking any of these up, or how your pre-release went, or if you're gonna pick any of these up at all. Let me know down in the comments below, and of course, let me know what your chase card is for the set as well. War Tactics, Elven King's Halls, Galleon Elven King's Butler. Okay, there is a card that I do hope to get. It's a Rebecca Gway art, and I'm hoping I pull that today as well. I really, really love her art, so I'm hoping that comes through. Dwarven Mauler, Masters Counselors, Night Howl Pursuer. We get the Island. First rare, Elven Passage foil. Let's go. We got it back. It keeps coming up. Then we get Cantankerous Keepers, 5 and a green, Elf Soldier, Affinity for Elves. When this creature enters, mill 4 cards and put all elves from among them into your hand. Ooh, nice. I wonder if elf decks will be a thing in standard. They probably won't be, but we'll definitely see this. Somebody playing this in Commander, right? Then we get an extended art Wizard Staff. 1 in a blue artifact equipment. Equipped creature has prowess. If an ability of equipped creature triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Equip a wizard with 1. Equip regularly for 3. This might be interesting. I know people have been talking about this and testing this out for sure. Nice. We do get another mythic. We did want another mythic. This one is Cavern Horde Dragon. 7 red, which is 9 cost. This spell costs X last to cast, where X is the greatest number of artifacts an opponent controls. Flying, Trample, and Haste. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you create a treasure token for each artifact that player controls. Very nice. You want to have the Arcane Signet and Soul Ring out there? It's cool. My stuff costs less to cast now. Very nice. Thank you for that. Beautiful, beautiful art on this borderless dragon as well. Nice. Another bookend mythic here. We get Golem Riddle Master foil bookend or book cover. Very nice. So this one is 1 in 8 black. So as Golem enters, choose odd or even. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value of the chosen quality, choose one that hasn't been chosen. You put a +1/+1 counter on Golem. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life, or you draw a card. Very nice, coming through in the foil Golem Riddle Master. A little hard to tell like the quality of the card, but really nice for the book case or book cover. And treasure token Goblin Army. By the way, someone mentioned earlier about the Goblin Army art is freaking cool as well. Really big fan of that. All right, this is gonna be the last pack for this half of the collector box. Let me know in the comments below what you think of so far. Whether it's been a good half or not. I think we started off really strong, kind of wavered a little bit, but we're picking up some steam. Let's see what we get. Tidings of War. This one is a really good card in limited, by the way. It's just 1 red for sorcery, amass goblins 1. If the spell was cast from a graveyard, amass goblins 3 instead. The flashback is 3 in a red. So it does cost a little bit more, but it's a really good card. Especially in Rakdos, of course. Rage into the Valley. Look at that art. Oh, I love the depth of that scene. Really cool. Duskwatcher Hunter. Elven King's Harper. Archer Cop. Thorindale's Decree. Thorin Oakenshield. I feel like we've seen this pack before. Bomber Gentle Dreamer. Winterland Scrounger. Alright. Oh, it's a beautiful looking forest, by the way. Let's see what our first rare is. We get Desert Wereworm. 4 red Dragon Worm. This creature gets +2/+0 for each mountain you control. Whenever you attack with creature with total power 12 or greater for the first time each turn, untap all attacking creatures. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. So this one can easily get +2/+0 after 6 mountains on the field. Very nice. And that's how much it costs to bring this out. What a coincidence. The Lord of Eagles 7 blue. It has flash. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures control with flying. It's not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Ooh, Dragon Curse Halls coming through in the land. Again, this like that coloring scheme looks like it looked really good in foil. So we haven't seen that coloring scheme yet in foil for us. Nice. We get a mythic Gandalf Shadow's Foe 5 blue legendary creature Avatar Wizard. It has vigilance. When Gandalf enters, exile up to 3 target lands you control, then return them to the battlefield tapped under the owner's control. It also has landfall. So whenever a land you control enters, draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on Gandalf. Very nice card. Great commander card for sure. Look at that. I told you we've seen this pack before. We get another extended art Bejeweled Warg in foil coming through. Treasure and the elf token. Yeah, I'm like, I know I've seen that. I've seen that pack. So we ended up the same way with that extended art rare. All right, 6 more packs, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second half of the box. Let's see what we get. We've only got under 2 search foils. We're hoping we get some more. I know there's also like the Dwarven cards. Hopefully we get it. I think on average people have been getting like 1 or 2 per box. So that means that we're hopefully gonna get one in this second half of the box. Let's see and stay tuned to see what we get. All right, Bileside Wanderers, Bilbo Baggins Burglar. By the way, great card in limited as well. You pay 1 for sorcery for take a glance to describe 2, and then you play 2 in a blue for legendary creature Bilbo Baggins Burglar. So when Bilbo Baggins enters, draw a card. Again, a lot of draw effects in these cards for sure. Mirkwood Nurture, Gollum Silent Linker. This is a great card as well, by the way. 3 in a black. legendary creature halfling horror, but you can pay 1 for the sorcery, which is Meager Meal. You put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Target player gains 2 life. And then you can play 3 in a black to play this creature, and it comes in as a 4/3 with Menace. Very nice. Ooh, Goblin Town, dual land. Let's go. Gathering of Darkness, great art. Beefer, Melodic Rider. Dane, Lord of Iron Hills. Iron Hills Blacksmith. Let's go. Beautiful showcase art. All right, we get the land. Let's see what the rare is. The first one, we get Riddles in the Dark. We've seen that one as well in foil. We got Bilbo's Gambit. 1 and a white, instant, gift a treasure. Return target spell to its owner's hand. If the gift was promised, players can't cast spells this turn. Interesting. Thank that at the right place, you'd be good. Stone Giant of High Pass. Very nice. 600 art. Oh, we get Arwen, Mortal Queen. 1 green and white, legendary creature, Elf Noble. Arwen enters with an indestructible counter on her. You pay 1 to remove an indestructible counter from Arwen. Another target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on a lifelink and a lifelink counter on the creature, and a +1/+1 counter and a lifelink counter on Arwen. A lot of words, but I believe this is the reprint from the Commander set, so now I know what that symbol is from. Very, very nice. I like the art on this one though. Very, very clear. Very clean as well. Oh, look at that. Another Arwen card. This time in Surge Foil. Nice. Mythic Surge Foil. 1 green, legendary creature, Elf Noble. Each other creature you control enters with the number of additional +1/+1 counters on it equal to Arwen's toughness. Very, very nice. Here's the heart of Elwindom on Earth, and here my heart dwells ever, Aragorn. That's honestly Danny Schwartz. Beautiful art in that borderless Surge Foil. That's fantastic art. Jesus. We get a Bird Soldier and an axe. Ooh, Blood Axe. Love that. It's a great looking token in foil. All right. That Surge Foil was great. Again, we said we hadn't gotten a Surge Foil, so we're going to get another one. So that means we are going to get a Dwarven cards in this back half. And we're going to get a crazy hit in this back half of the box as well. Let's see what we get. Bilbo's Deadly Slice. Of course, 1 black for destroy target creature. Gundabad Opportunist. 3 in a red and exile a card you can play till next turn. Gandalf Warden Wizard. Nori Teller of Tales. Ori Keeper of Songs. This is the Bard pack apparently. Bofur Reliable Guardian. Gathering of Darkness. Again, telling the tales. The Bard's taking turns. Great card in the middle, by the way. Burn, Tree and Fern. 3 in a red enchantment saga. When it enters, this saga deals 6 damage to target creature and opponent controls. For the second counter is destroy target artifact and opponent controls, and then the third and fourth counter you add 1 red. So very, very good, especially for that late game. Thorin Oakenshield foil, I believe is the scene art as well. All right, we get the Swamp coming through. We get the Sackville Bagginses. 1 in the black legendary creature halfling citizen. When the Sackville Bagginses enter, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, draw a card and create a treasure token. Whenever you sacrifice a token, target opponent loses 1 life. Very nice. I like that. It's a very, very good card. Let's go. Mythic with inside information. That's him talking to Smaug. X black sorcery. Exile top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play those cards this turn. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. Very nice card. Love that. Beautiful, beautiful foil mythic. We get the Eagles Are Coming, 1 in a white rare. It has a kicker of 2 white. Choose target creature you own. If this spell was kicked, instead choose any number of target creatures you own. Return each chosen creature to your hand. At the beginning of the next upkeep, create a 4/4 white bird soldier token creature token with flying for each creature returned to your hand this way. Great borderless art there as well. The Notary Hobbits. It's a 3 green. When Notary Hobbit enters, if they're not a token, create 2 tokens or copies of them, except for the tokens that aren't legendary, and you add 1 colorless mana for each halfling you control. This is an interesting card. I think it costs a little bit too much for what it does, but it is interesting when it does come in and has that ETB effect. Nice. The Desolation of Smog. This is great, like sketch art coming through here as well. Showcase foil, 2 red. Sorcery, Desolation of Smog deals 3 damage to each non-dragon creature. Add 4 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon spells. And then we do have another art card. Ooh, Bilbo himself. Look at that. Bilbo, Thief in the Night by Nia Kovalevsky. Ho ho ho, beautiful art. Look at that. Looks almost like a scene from a film. Like a little animated film. Great. All right, 4 more packs, and then we still have the box topper, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you for sticking with me. I know I'm going a little bit slow through the packs, but it's just the first time I really get to enjoy these collector packs, and obviously I won't be doing so that much more. So take our time with it. Really enjoy the actual set. We have cards we're going to be adding to our actual constructed decks, cards we're going to be adding to our commander decks. I mean, really nice cards. The Mountain King's Return. Again, beautiful art on the side of this. Again, sagas have some of the favorite art looking art right there. Throne Negotiations. I think it costs a little too much of what it does, but you know, it is what it is. Desolation Prowler. Troop of Ponies. It costs 2. You can for the 2/1 creature, you can also pay 2, tap this, sacrifice this creature, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and then the other into your hand and then shuffle. So good landfall effects. All right, we got the forests. The first rare is Most Decrepit Old Bird. We got Desert Werewolf. Great Gilded Boat. Great art, index and art, 2 in a blue, artifact vehicle. Whenever you attack, recruit. So when you recruit is you draw a card, you discard a card for each, and then when you discard a non-land card, you create a 1/1 human soldier. And crew 2. Radagast of Rosgobel, 2 green, legendary creature, avatar wizard, and extended art. Great art, by the way, for the animals as well. Just love the way this looks. A great painting. The first creature spell that you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast and can be cast as though it had flash. Very nice. Extended art, Rovanian Rampager, 2 in a black, creature wolf. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a number of +1/+1 counters on this creature equal to the sacrifice creature's power. When this creature dies, amass Goblin's X, where X is creature's power. I just realized after reading that we had already seen that card. Sorry about that, but this is the first time we saw it in extended art. I thought it was a different card. Can't blame me for that. Can't blame me for that at all. All right, 3 more packs. Let's see. All right, so we haven't gotten any more like a book cover showcase art, so we're still missing the Dwarven cards and the bookcase art. Ooh, Velvet Winged Butterflies, very nice art. Reverend Howl, Lakeshore Apothecary, Moment of Glory, 1 white. Sorcery, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. If this spell was cast from the graveyard, also put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Has flashback of 4 and a white. Ooh, very nice card. Enchanted River's Grasp, 2 in a blue. Enchant creature. When this aura enters, tap enchanted creature and remove all counters from it. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Nice. Eagle's Rescue. Galleon, Elven King's Butler. Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. Again, beautiful art on these sagas. I love it, dude. It's honestly just great art. We get Bilbo Luckware in the showcase foil. Very nice. All right, we get the Swamp. Oh, starting off with the mythic rare here in Orcrist, Gobbing Cleaver. It's the foil 3 cost legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has trample. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, choose a creature type. Create a treasure token for each creature you control of that type. It's really nice. Really nice. Great mythic hit there. Eagles are coming, rare, 1 in a white with the kicker. Let's look at the art though. Beautiful. It's awesome. Nice. Bilbo's Burglaring. 4 blue. Again, non-foil with this one. Are we gonna get this like in a foil version somewhere? Is that what it is? Oh, nice. Mythic extended art, Elrond, Moon Reader, 2 in a blue. Legendary creature, Elf Noble. Whenever you activate an ability of a creature, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. You can pay 5 and 2 blue, exile up to 2 other target non-land permanents you control. Return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Mythic Excellent Art Elrond Moon Reader. Finishing off with a beautiful Sauron, the Lidless Eye. 3 black and red. Legendary Creature Avatar Horror. Again, beautiful art in that search foil. God, that's beautiful in that board list. When Sauron enters, gain control of target creature and opponent controls until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of your turn. Excuse me, until end of turn. You can pay 1 black and a red. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Each opponent loses 2 life. But again, that is beautiful art in that surge foil. Honestly, just fantastic art. That is like a playmat or like poster I would love to have. Beautiful art. Let's go. All right, 2 more packs. Plenty of search foils. No Dwarven art yet. We need more book covers as well. So again, those have been some good packs. Let's hope they get better. Oh, trying to make sure I don't bend any of this stuff. Let's see. Owen the Brave. Giant's Boulder. Great card as well. It's a good color fixing in actual limited. Plus, at the end, if you need to remove something, you play 7, tap this, sacrifice artifact, destroy target permanent. So not just creature, but target permanent. Really nice. So good mana fixing at the beginning, and then destroy stuff at the end that you need to destroy. Really good. Range into the Valley. Gandalf Sparkstarter. It's actually the first time I see this art. I've only gotten the other art, even the pre-release kit. Dwarven Madak. Nasty little rabbit. 1 green creature rabbit. Ferocious. At the beginning of a combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. This rabbit can get big, ladies and gentlemen. We get Beaufort, Reliable Guardian, foil showcase. I'm sorry. I know the joke you guys are hearing, and that's the joke I'm saying, but I'm also trying not to say it out loud again. All right, the Sackville Baggins' rare foil. We get Bogue's Company rare. The creature Goblin Soldier. The creature has haste as long as you control another goblin. You can tap this, sacrifice another goblin, add Rakdos. We get Philly the Pathfinder, 3 and a white, external art Dwarf Scout. Ooh. We get Smog the Magnificent, not in foil, but this is a great card as well. 2 red, legendary creature dragon, flying haste. Whenever Smog attacks, he deals damage equal to the number of treasure you control to any target. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a treasure token. Great looking Smog, that magnificent art in the showcase as well. Beautiful. We get a Radagast of Rose Gabelle coming through extended art. And then we get more art cards here. This is the Hobbit entrance. So this is planes from David Peterson. Oh, that is true. We did get like 4 different planes for the seasons, I believe, in our pre-release kit. So that was actually pretty interesting. As people were opening it up, I like a lot of people like me didn't know that those planes were going to be included in there. Some people thought there were seeded decks, but it was fun to get those different colors in those planes. Very nice. Or different seasons for those planes. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, last pack for the box before the box topper, of course. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this box so far. We've got a lot of great search foils. We got some good book covers, but we still have gotten more. And of course, we have not hit a Dwarven card, so we're hoping we hit one here. As always, if you guys like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. Notifies you of all the videos as they come out every Monday, 10 a.m. Again, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to those 1,000 subscribers so we can start earning some money on this YouTube channel, please. Ragged Short Spear, Little Bear, Velvet Winged Butterflies. Again, great art on this one. Gollum, Silent Slinker, Dwarven Mauler, Master's Counselors. We get the Mountain King's Return, Gnashing of Teeth. All right, we get the planes. Let's see what the first rare is for the pack. We get Along the Crooked Way, 2 and a black enchantment. When this enchantment enters, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever creature card leaves your graveyard, amass goblins 1. You can pay 1 and a black. Goblins and orcs control gain menace until end of turn. It's a nice little rare. We get Last Light of Durin's Day, 1 and a red. When a mountain you control enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment. If it has 6 or more quest counters on it, sacrifice it. If you do, search your hand and or library for a dragon card and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library, this way shuffle. Mountain cycling 2, very, very nice. We get the scene card in Bogue's Company, very nice. Not foil this time. Hey, Elven Passage Showcase, not foil. And then I believe this will be the last card. Yeah, this is the last card for the box. Ooh. Gateway Barrow coming through in external art foil, 3 in a red. So unfortunately not the greatest ending, but we still got some great cards here. This is an artifact. When this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, reveal the top 13 cards of your library. Put a random creature card from among them into the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. So that was the last card for the packs. Again, we got some great search foils cards here as well. No Dwarven cards, but let's see what our box topper has. Again, each box available in the set, whether it's collector booster box or it's a playset booster box, does get a box topper. So let's see what we got in our box topper today. It's very, very difficult to open a 1-pack card because I feel like I'm gonna bend it, so I'm always trying my best not to, of course. And then let's see what we got today. Ooh, we get a foil Cavern Horde Dragon, which of course we've seen a great borderless mythic here in foil, not a search foil. And of course we did not get a 1 ring today. There is available 1 ring. We have the Orcish Bowmasters in search foil available as well coming through. But very, very nice Cavern Horde Dragon mythic foil. Not a bad card at all. We really, really enjoyed that. And it's another mythic to add to our pile. So we'll definitely take that. So going through quickly all of our mythics here. Cavern Horde Smog. I think this Sauron is honestly just fantastic card. Elrond Moon Reader, Orcus, Goblin Cleaver, Inside Information. We get a beautiful Arwen as well in search for. We're going to put that on the top. We get the Arwen Mortal Queen. We get Gandalf. We get the Gollum Riddle Master. Of course, we saw the other Cavern Horde Dragon. Oh, this one was in a foil, so that's interesting. We get the foil one in the box topper. We get the Bjorn the Fierce, and then we get the Bjorn the Fierce in search foil, and then we get the book cover in Bard King of Dale. And of course, we started off with the great mythic foil in Gleaming Splendor here as well. It's a card that a lot of people are definitely trying to play in Constructed. So what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Was it worth it to pick up and open up a collector booster box of the Hobbit? Again, this was I picked it up at MSRP price. There is of course, the third-party price, which is a whole lot different from what I picked it up. But again, with the prices you'll see right now is for release weekend, as I'm opening this up and releasing it, editing the Monday after release weekend. So the prices might drop a little bit as more people are putting stuff up for sale, and of course, as more people are opening up different products as well. Hopefully, you guys can get it at MSRP. I know it's kind of tough to do so, but if you can and if you want to, don't forget to do so. Again, check out my links down below to Mana Pool if you're going to use that site, or check out our partners at Grow Boarding Games. But let me know down below in the comments below. Should you pick this up for yourself and open it up? I mean, it's a little tough for what it is, the cost of a actual collector booster box if you can't get MSRP. But again, if you can, but you're looking for a certain card, definitely pick up singles. It's a great way to get exactly what you're looking for and exactly what you need. And trust me, right now, the time the video come out, probably one of the best times to pick it up, as a lot of people are opening up product, putting it up, and quickly trying to offload in order to kind of recoup what they put into the actual boxes. So great time to pick up the singles that you need. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you did like the video, and if you did, don't forget, like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. But again, thanks so much for watching. See you all next time. As always, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever it is you may be. I'll see you all next time. Take care of yourselves. Peace.